Wahoo! We're back. We're back. Aloha. Welcome to the Caring Caregiver Show. I'm your host, Savvy, and also the founder of Give Me a Break, a nonprofit organization that's caring for you, caring for caregivers. And we're here to bring back that joy of caregiving each week, helping caregivers to survive. You can check out our website at gab808.org or just send us a text to 808-754-3787 and we will get back to you. We usually get back to everyone within 24 hours. Send us a little text and let us know what you need or what you need to get connected to what resource, or just if you need to talk. We always offer you a free time, about 30 minutes of free time to talk about what you need, and we're here to listen. So you can contact us right there. And of course, just go onto our website, check it out, jb808.org, where there's all kinds of wonderful things that you can get connected to. And of course, we offer a break every week. Right on Zoom, and that is in our support sessions. They are free and online, and I forgot to pull that one up. Hold on, let me just do that real quick. You guys know that I'm my own IT person, so here we go. So you can join us in our support sessions every week online on Zoom. And our Zoom ID is the same phone number that you text. So it's 808-754-3787. And, it's online. There's no charge for what we do every Tuesday at 8 p.m. Hawaii Standard Time. Yes, we have some that are actually tuning in from the continental U.S. Bless your hearts for staying up so late. And we're looking, by the way, to start one for those who are in a different time zone on a different day and a different earlier time. So let me know if you're interested, and we'll start up another session, another day during the week at a better time for those on, mid and East Coast and even West Coast. So we're here for you. We want to try and make sure that we provide you with that safe space. That's really what our support sessions are about. It's learning, but it's also a safe space. It's a space for you to be able to express what you have to, talk about what you need to, get answers, talk with other caregivers, and get connected to a community of caregivers just like you. Okay, there we go. Let me take that off. There we are. And also, Caring Caregiver Show is sponsored by you know who, the Givers Guides magazine. And Givers Guides magazine is a caregiver's guides to caregiving. The Giver's Guides is actually written exclusively for caregivers. It's written with a caregiver's point of view and by caregivers. So check it out. This month's issue coming up right there. This month's issue features a caregiver story of one of our contestants from the Caregiver of the Year contest, and also some amazing tips on how to self-care. And really, February being the month of love, it's really about self-love and caring for yourself. And also an article in there about how to find that moment. It's not about finding time, and it's certainly not about setting aside hours of the day. So how do you as a caregiver find that moment to self-love and to self-care, and really getting to the heart of self-care? Great article in there as well. So check it out. If you haven't gotten your subscription yet, you can go ahead and subscribe. Go to giversguides.com. That's where you can go. And please remember that all of the profits from Givers Guides goes directly to Give Me a Break to help us to continue what we do for caregivers. In fact, we've got a pamper session coming up in another couple of weeks for some kupuna that are caregiving. And know that statistic I always tell you guys about 50% of caregivers not surviving the one they're caring for shoots up to 70% when they are 70 and older. So our precious kupuna, our older ones that we love and respect so much, are really high at risk. 70% of them are not going to survive the journey. And so we're taking them, and we're going to do a wonderful pamper session for them with massage and aromatherapy and some wellness and self-care checkups. So it's going to be wonderful. And we're looking forward to that. And hopefully after we're done, I'll maybe have some pics for you. Okay, so this is it. Take that off, Savvy. There we go. So this is it. This is our first episode of season 11. I am so excited. I cannot believe that we have continued on for this long. And by the good graces of all of you who subscribe to the Giver's Guides magazine, and of course, those who donate to Give Me a Break that help to pay for this show to continually be on and connect you with resources and to connect you with community. That's why we're here. In fact, speaking of great resources and a great community, let's get on with the show, because my guest today really doesn't need an introduction, but I'm going to give her one anyway, because you all know who this is. And so this is a published author and the editor of the Giver's Guides magazine, the COO of Give Me a Break, and also does business as Alakai and Associates. This is a wellness company, and definitely she works so hard to make sure that your wellness matters and that you're aware of it. But this is my sister from another mister, and just my friend and truly my heart, Lonnie Almanza. Welcome.
Hi, everyone. Aloha.
I'm so happy to have you here for this first episode. I'm so excited about what we're going to talk about today. And just thank you for coming on and being here, because you always are so willing. And I'm really excited to talk about a few things. So I want to talk first about how's your book doing, and tell us about your book again.
All right. Well, for those who may not know about it, and for those who are watching live or watching the video replay, this is it. Under a Full Moon and a Guiding Star. And it's doing well. I've told a couple of people lately that really my purpose for writing the book was to bring it to life, to bring my son Jacob's story to light, my journey as a caregiver to light, and to impact others. And so, yes, I'm getting a royalty check every month. Not necessarily, making me a millionaire, but that's not the point, really. I had a great feedback from, albeit a relative. She's my niece. She just turned 50 last year. So I gave her a book for her birthday. And when I saw her at Christmas, she said, "Auntie Lonnie, after reading your book, I want my 20-year-old daughter to read it." And I thought, if I could impact generations, I'm doing exactly what the book is supposed to do.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's exactly it. The whole reason, and I know that we've talked about this before, but I'm going to spend a little time on this, because the whole reason for, and those of you who do not know, we're going to get you all up to speed today, is that Lonnie wrote this book based on the journey she had in caregiving as she helped her son pass through his illness into his journey ending. And a new one beginning, of course, but it was so impactful. And so you really put together this book. It just took so much out of you. You really you had a wonderful coach, Miriam was a wonderful coach for you as well. And for those of you who want the full story, you can always go back on our website, and I'll share that later, caringcaregivershow.com, that easy, and watch the past episode where we talked about your book. But it's been such a caregiving journey that I have seen and heard comments of so many who have embraced your story to help them survive their journey. And, it's really because it came from your heart. And it was really just a work of love.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I know it wasn't easy.
But there were times where my writing coach says, we're going to need to dig a little deeper on that. So
yeah,
definitely went deep. And certainly, having, knowing that it's getting out there and, selling the book is definitely a positive. But for me, the even bigger reward is when I hear that feedback, when I get a review or hear feedback of how it's impacted somebody's life. That keeps me going.
That's the reward, really. It truly is. And I know you've done some book signings, and you've also done some sharing of certain parts of the book, and been able to have done that, which has, again, really put it out there for everyone to know what a great, and I hate to just call it a resource, because, though it's your journey, it is a great resource. It's knowing that you're not alone. It's finding strength in the walk that others have done as well, right?
Yeah,
And so,
yeah.
and there's a lot of caregiving books out there, honestly, that deal with, they're more of an educational how-to. And this is really a relating to your story. And I think that's,
I like one of the reviews I got was that it's both a memoir and a guidebook. And also someone said that she read it once and felt the emotion. And so she was going to go back and read it again to learn the lessons.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. That's great. And that's really what it's all about. And so actually your all of this that you've been doing and everything that you do, you're like me, you juggle so many balls in the air, but you also are doing something that's coming up, right? You're doing a retreat, if I'm correct.
Yeah.
And
so with Alakai Associates, one of my goals is to collaborate with other wellness healers and people in the wellness focused industry. And so a collaboration with 4 other healers, I like to call them. We're doing a retreat on February 24th up in Pupukea, beautiful property called Kalmaluhia. When you register, you will get all the instructions on the address and how to get there. But it's going to be a day of Lomi, skin, holistic skin, and body wellness. We're going to do some nature activities outdoors as long as the weather's good, and then we'll have some meditation with crystal bowls and reflections from my book. So that's February 24th, 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. And I wanted to share why the price is $333. Because that was a significant number when we were deciding on what we were going to charge. And so the number 333 represents time to take action on your ideas and creativity and stand strong in who you are and your power. And we just thought that was perfect for what our intentions are.
Yeah. And I think all things happen and come about for a reason, right? And a lot of times people, whenever these things are done, especially these retreats, and somebody with the heart to wellness and cares about what they do, like Lonnie, and I know for ourselves with Gimme a Break, we don't really make a big profit off of these things. We really don't. Your money is very well spent to get all of the different things and different supplies that are needed, and to the time of all the people that are there, and to get the location. Venues are quite costly in Hawaii. And so, having this time for yourself is really money well spent. And Lonnie's retreat is so exciting because of all the different things that you'll experience. And the Lomi, I believe, I don't know for sure, but I think we both know who that is, right?
Yes,
it's Ipolani, right?
Ipolani.
She's amazing.
Yes.
Magic
hands.
Yes. And she's just her, to have her is worth the $300.
Well, and I also forgot to mention that there is also a dry sauna and ice bath opportunity if people want to take advantage of that. And the caterer is all about holistic wellness food. And so it will be a very plant-based, holistic, wonderful lunch and snacks provided. So yes, you're getting a lot of value for $333. And it's a great opportunity to gift someone Valentine's Day coming up, to, send a caregiver out for a day of
they deserve
rejuvenation.
Yep. They totally deserve it. And I love it because, again, you're going to be beautiful surroundings. You're going to get massaged. There's the meditation that's so needed. And also you're getting lunch and snackies. You know how I am about snickery snacks. And so, yes, but what a wonderful what a wonderful day to spend. It's just a full day, and all you have to do is basically show up because everything's going to be provided. And so, for those of you watching, there is an Eventbrite link on screen. Just screenshot this right now if you're watching, and make sure that you have all that information. And if not, then then just contact Lonnie.
Yeah. It's on my
Go ahead,
website. It's on my website, elakaiassociates.com. You can get the link there. And you only have 7 days to register. Our registration closes on the 14th, so we can make sure we have all the supplies and resources we need to provide you with a wonderful experience.
Yeah. So make sure you get that. And of course, if you're a subscriber to Givers Guides magazine already, the flyer is in the magazine. So you can just go to that, flip through the pages and find that, and click the link right through the magazine. But yeah, just go to Alaka'i Associates and you can get that information. So really excited about the retreat, and I think it's just amazing opportunity for so many to really get in touch with their wellness. And I love that your book has brought all of this on, that you're able to do these wonderful things. And of course, still you'll be at our Pamper session as well that's coming up, and sharing with everyone there. So thank you for your heart. I wanted to just talk also, if I could, and if I'm jumping ahead too quickly, to just slow me down. But I wanted to talk about, more recently, you did a forest bathing.
So that was back in September. I did the forest bathing, and it was back in September with the fall equinox. And so we are going to be doing another one with the spring equinox.
Wow.
So March 25th, it's a Monday, again, in collaboration with Forest Bathing Hawaii, Phyllis Look.
She's amazing.
She's amazing. And I'm so grateful that she is, agreeable to do these collaborations. And with that one, both actually with the retreat and with the forest bathing, if you attend, included is a free copy of Under a Full Moon and a Guiding Star.
Awesome. And so you get a free copy of the book as well. That's amazing. And I know you, there's always all kinds of other little treats and things that happen through the day. But for those of you that don't know about forest bathing, it's pretty amazing. And I was really excited about this the first time I heard about it, because I really thought you got to get naked and run around in the forest.
Yeah, no, that's not happening.
And then that whole sort of surreal fairy-like world where you sprouted wings and flew around in the forest, and absolutely not what it's about. So tell us really what the forest bathing experience is about, Lonnie.
Well, it is a surreal experience. That connecting with nature in this way, there is so much science behind how this affects our bodies. So our environments give off a lot of toxins, but when you're in the forest surrounded by nature, you're being surrounded and impacted by all kinds of essential oils and aromas, and your body responds to that. We are part of this earth, and forest bathing just makes that so much more powerful connection. Yeah. We often forget to stay grounded and connected to the elements, and I think that's a lot of us, run our busy, frenzied lives, certainly as caregivers, and even if you just step outside for 5 minutes with your bare feet on the ground, take 3 deep breaths, get that grounding. That'll give you a sense of what 3 hours of forest bathing is all about. Right.
And it is grounding, and it's so amazing. And I'm glad you said that about getting barefooted, because wearing shoes is not a natural thing for humans. And in all honesty, when you can get your feet into the sand, or feet into the ground, or step on the grass, that feeling, that moment you do that. And so that's your connection, and you were connecting to everything around us. And it's such an amazing thing. But when you go into this forest environment, you really understand and feel that awesome energy. I was watching a video the other day that they're doing this thing now where they hook up to like a mixer, and speakers to plants and trees, and they create sound.
Yeah.
And
They're
they,
communicating.
yes, and that energy from the plant or the tree is actually making music and sound, and there's so much there that we don't hear. And I remember on our when we went together on our very first forest bathing experience years ago, we took a group of caregivers, and I just didn't know what to expect, but I was so overwhelmed and so relaxed and so connected that I can't explain it any other way.
Yeah.
I've always loved nature and I've always appreciated the beauty of nature, but I felt connected to nature in those moments.
Yeah.
And it really is a beautiful thing. So when is your forest bathing coming up?
Again, that's March 25th. And the Eventbrite will be going, it's on my website now, but it will be going up on my social media very soon. But you can already register for that event at alicattiassociates.com. And that's $100. And again, well worth the $100 for 3 hours of connectivity, reflections, and meditations from my book, a free copy of my book, and Phyllis does an awesome tea ceremony at the end of it. But I wanted to go back to what you were saying about the sound and that the trees and the plants are making, and we don't hear it in our human physical capacity, but our body hears it. There's, again, science that shows it resonates deep within us to activate those calming chemicals in our body. And so just, again, sitting outside, standing on the ground, being surrounded by nature in any format, just really can help you rest and reset your system.
Yeah, I felt so safe. And we don't always feel safe, especially as caregivers too. We're constantly worrying. We're constantly thinking about what's next. And in those moments, I felt very safe. And so I highly recommend, if you haven't done forest bathing, do it. And Lonnie and Phyllis combined together are an amazing pair to be able to do this with, because you really will get the greatest benefit. And so go on to alicattiassociates.com and check it out. And probably soon I'll have a flyer that I'll share on the show as well. And it'll be on all of our social media to be on Give Me a Break as well. And definitely in next month's issue of Giver's Guides. So, all of that. Good. Well, yeah, thank you. So much going on, but so much wonderful things and so many opportunities for caregivers to be able to just connect and be able to take those moments.
Yeah, it is. It is so important. We know from our own experience how lost you can get in that caregiving capacity, and to be able to find moments, opportunities to step away from it. Sometimes can even be life-changing. So yes, I hope that some of the listeners will take that opportunity to join us either for the retreat, the forest bathing, or even both.
Yes, absolutely. I think, why not? Make it a monthly thing, everyone. Do something wonderful for yourself every month. You deserve it. You can definitely afford this if you plan for it. And, one less cup of Starbucks a day, really, seriously, all that caffeine's just going to hype you out anyway. And put that money into a jar. And at the end of the month, you have more than enough for either one of these wonderful sessions. So I hope you're able to do that and enjoy it. And thank you, Lonnie, for doing these things and putting it together, because that takes a lot of effort and work. I know. We both know. Yeah. Yes. So look forward to seeing you, and thank you for coming on today and sharing. I just love you.
All right. I'll stick around backstage if you need me.
Okay, great. Thank you.
All right.
I appreciate it. Bye. Aloha.
Bye.
Yes, we have that wonderful green room that has nothing. I love it. One day. And so actually, thank you so much, Lonnie. I really appreciate all of that. And again, all of you, just go to Alicattia and Associates and check it all out on her website. And I'll probably get from you later, Lonnie, something that we can put up on the Give Me a Break website as well. And you can even go on to Givers Guides and you can click onto Alakai from any of those websites. So if you know the GAB 808, go there, scroll down, click on to Lonnie's website as well. We're all connected, and I highly recommend it. And so moving on, I was supposed to have another guest on today who didn't make it. Not sure what happened, and we'll find out, but things do happen in the life of people and maybe perhaps some miscommunication. But I was so excited to share this product that I'm going to go ahead and talk about it anyway, simply because it's something that I really feel will benefit a lot of the caregivers. And that was why I contacted them to be on the show. But I want to share this product with you. A lot of you know about like alert bracelets, what's the other one where, I've fallen and I can't get up and they have an alert alarm that goes off because of some kind of medical condition or things that are going on with the person you're caring for. Well, this product comes from just like 30 years of experience from a fellow, Richard Hirsch, who is going to be on today. And he's now with this company called Unaliware. And they came up with a very innovative medical alert system. And I'm putting it up on screen right now for those of you who are watching live. And it's called the Kanega Watch. And it's actually a watch. It's a watch that can be worn. And the reason why, this hit home for me was because for a long time, until my mother just became non-ambulatory and really incoherent and got way into the last stages of her dementia, one of the things that she would always remember was that she had to have her watch on. And she would never forget to put her watch on. She might have forgotten to change out of her pajamas, but she always put that watch on. And it seemed to me that that was sort of something that we train ourselves to do, that maybe the brain, doesn't forget. But it's a great watch. I love the idea that it's a watch, not necessarily an Apple Watch. It hasn't got that weight, but it has a lot of functionality that other things that you need for alert don't have. So I'm not qualified to talk to you about it, but I will pop up this website. Go to unaliware.com and check it out. It's a really interesting and innovative approach to fall prevention and fall detection. So maybe not so much prevention, but more detection. And, we were just talking about this on our session last night. I'm going to remove this. We were just talking about it on our session last night about falling and how, it really isn't about how many times, if they'll fall. It's about how many times will they fall till the last fall. And my mother's last fall was when everything finally went south. That's when she stopped walking. That's when she stopped remembering. That's when she forgot who I was. Everything hit the fan once she had that last fall. And, if maybe we do everything to prevent it, but they're going to fall. But at least if we know that happens, we can do something about it. So for whatever you're doing and whatever you may have to detect them falling, here's something new and definitely on the cutting edge. So check it out. It's called the Kanega Watch, and it's on unaliware.com. So sorry, Richard, that you weren't able to make it, but I hope I did your product proud, because I really feel I wish I had this. And whenever you guys know that it's an I wish I had this or I wish I did this, I'm going to bring it on the show for you so that you can benefit from it. And I hope that you do. And I hope that you benefit from that. So it's a pretty amazing device. Also, there's you can also type in Unaliware Tech on YouTube, and there's some videos there that you can check it out. So that's what we do. That's what the Caring Caregiver Show is all about. It's all about connecting you to resources, connecting you to community, and you're welcome. That's why I'm here every week. Again, what is all of this? I need to scroll through. There we go. So again, you can keep up on all of this because I believe also the article, the ad is in the Giver's Guides magazine. If you have this month's issue, check it out. And there's some contact information there as well, and a little bit more about the watch. And so get your subscription. It's only $24.99 for the year. And again, a couple bucks a month that goes to help support what we do with Give Me a Break. All of those profits go to support what we do. And we're continuing to do so many wonderful things to help connect caregivers to resources and create community, and also to create awareness. Where there's advocacy going on out there. Actually introduced a bill to legislature, or are introducing a bill to legislature to help get caregivers paid. So that's something to keep your eyes and ears out for. We'll need all the support we can once that happens. And so all of that, Give Me a Break, gab808.com. You can find out more. And you can also check out episodes of the Caring Caregiver Show at caringcaregivershow.com. We're also, by the way, on Olelo TV 53. And you can check out some of our shows that are on the Olelo lineup. So every now and then, just hop over to 53 and check it out and see if we're on. And you'll be able to watch some of our past episodes. We're really excited about being able to be on Olelo and support what they do as well. They're an amazing community programming programming organization, and they help so many local organizations and people, and we're proud to be part of that. So thank you, Olelo TV, and check us out there. All right. So again, we're all about community and resources for you. And so next week, we're going to be bringing on Leilani Sullivan of Premier Benefit Partners, and she'll be here to talk about Medicare and Medicaid. And also we'll have a caregiving coach, Abina Apau, and a special musical guest next week, Brian Jordan, with a meditative sound journey. So that's going to be really exciting, right? I know. I'm so excited for next week's show. You don't want to miss it. And just put a reminder on your phone to go off every Wednesday at 12 noon and just put CCS, the Caring Caregiver Show, and watch it. And if you miss it, that's okay. You can always go on to a podcast and listen to us on podcast on audio in Spotify, Apple, Stitcher, Google, any platform. Just search Caring Caregiver Show, or just go to our website, caringcaregivershow.com, where you can click on to an audio and listen to it straight from there. Okay, and so you can always get connected on our weekly online support sessions. I'm going to put that up one last time for you to see. Take a screenshot, 8 p.m. every Tuesday. Just go onto a Zoom and type in meeting ID 808-754-3787. You do not need a password. We'd love to have you on. Join our discussions. Sometimes it gets a little heavy, and sometimes we just laugh. But we always share, and we're always a community there for each other and caregivers who are going through exactly what you are. All right, so thanks for tuning in today. And in the meantime, remember to breathe. And here's hoping that you're finding more joy in your caregiving every week in your life and right here on the Caring Caregiver Show. Thanks for tuning in. And please always be kind to yourself, and especially to all of those who are caring. Aloha, everyone.